Hello, welcome to the School of Creative Media. In this video, you will find information about our school and how to apply for our programs as a JUPAS applicant. Our school is really hard to miss. It's located in this building here, designed by a well-known Polish-American architect named Daniel Lebeskin. The school was established more than 20 years ago. From the very beginning, our founders had the vision of a future where interdisciplinary skills will be becoming increasingly important. Interdisciplinary is the keyword here. The three main disciplines are art, science, and digital technology. Students are trained in all three disciplines, no matter what major they will be taking. There are some industries that already need professionals who could speak different languages. But I'm not talking about Japanese, Chinese, or Korean here. I'm talking about technical languages used by engineers, designers, musicians, and even legal professionals. We want to train a new generation of professionals who could speak the languages of different disciplines. For example, a graphic designer might use the knowledge of programming to generate new forms and shapes. A mobile app programmer might use the knowledge of human behavior to design better interface and user experiences. Knowledge does not just come from books and reading, but it also comes from hands-on experiences and understanding of physical materials as well. So as a student, you will spend a lot of time making things in many of our workshop classes, such as building installations with wood and metal, developing film in a darkroom, animating characters using the latest 3D animation software, mixing multiple channel audio, and even doing sound effects for a film project. At SCM, you get to show your work to a lot of people, not only to your fellow classmates and professors, but to the general public as well. Every year, we have a few major exhibitions that showcase students' final year projects. Our gallery space is where your work meets your audience and sometimes even your future employers. We offer three different programs at SCM: Bachelor of Art, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Art and Science. All three programs train students in the multiple disciplines that I mentioned earlier. Every student will get to learn computer programming, no matter what major you are in. But what makes them different is the focus that each program put on art, science, and digital technology. Bachelor of Art focuses more on the artistic training. If you're interested in photography, filmmaking, animation, or creating innovative artwork using technologies, then this might be a program for you. As the name suggests, Bachelor of Science focuses more on digital technologies. In fact, a lot of the courses in this program are taught by professors in the computer science department. So if you have a very curious mind and are interested in making art using innovative digital techniques, or even building your own software tools, then this might be the program for you. Now, one of our professors had made a very interesting analogy between BA and BSc. You can think of a BA student as someone who uses a program similar to Photoshop to create artwork, whereas a BSc student would be someone who writes that program for others to create artworks. Bachelor of Art and Science not only consists of artistic and technical training in Bachelor of Art and Bachelor of Science, but it also adds the natural sciences into the mix. In the past, we had students growing bacteria in the lab and experimenting with magnetic liquid to create their own artwork. As a JUPAS applicant, there are 4 programs you can apply for. You can directly apply for the major that you are interested in, or if you are not sure about which major to choose from, you can choose our school-based program, JS 1041. In the first year of this program, you get to experiment and try out different things, get a feel of what the different majors offer in the future, and then decide to choose a major in your second year. And here is a roadmap of what different programs you can apply for. These are the minimum requirements for entering the City University. And if you have taken both the M1 and M2 in mathematics, they are only counted as one subject. If you want to use one of those applied learning subjects as your elective, here's a list that are acceptable. Different programs have different emphasis on the subjects. For Bachelor of Art and Science, and the school-based programs, the English score has a double weighting. And for the Bachelor of Science program, besides the English, the mathematics also get a 1.5 weighting. Here is a table that explains how we convert the DSE scores into our internal scores. For example, if you get a 5+, it's turned into a 6. And if you get a distinction 2 in your applied learning subject, it's converted to a 4, and so on and so forth. Every year we receive thousands of applications, so the competition is very fierce. You will get a better chance of being admitted if you put the programs in the Band A choices. Besides looking at the academic performance, we also look at your creativity. The way we evaluate creativity is by looking at your portfolio. So we highly recommend you to submit a portfolio, and the dates for the submission is listed here. If you score well in your DSE results, you will also be offered a scholarship. If you want to find out more, you can look it up from the link here. Let's talk about how to submit portfolios. Here is a list of instructions for submitting your portfolio. A portfolio is a PDF file, maximum file size of 8 megabytes, no more than 10 A4 size pages. You can also include hyperlinks to videos, but limited to 5 links only. It must be written in English because most of our professors are English speakers and they don't understand Chinese. The main idea behind all these guidelines is for you to use the minimal amount of time to impress your reviewer. Think about it. Every reviewer receives hundreds of portfolios to review every year, and they don't have a lot of time to look at each of them. So try to use your words and images as effectively as possible. So what can you put into your portfolio? Things like photography, paintings, drawings, and sculptures could be easily represented by images and words. But there are things that may not be easily presented as images. For example, if you have composed music or you have short videos. In these cases, you can upload your music composition or your videos to a video platform such as YouTube or Vimeo, and then put your link to your videos in your portfolio. But when you do that, please make sure that the link is valid and is clickable. There are other kinds of projects you can also include, such as software or some science project you have done in high school. Besides showing us the pretty pictures of your final work, we would also like to know about your process, how you went about making your artwork. So it would be helpful if you can provide us a simple artist statement that explains your idea in English. And if you work in a group project, it's also important to let us know your role and what you have contributed to the project. For videos uploaded to platforms such as YouTube or Vimeo, make sure that your privacy setting is set to public so that it won't require any password. Like I said earlier, most of our professors are English speakers, so it would be helpful if your video contains English subtitles. And if English subtitles are not available, at least a simple synopsis written in English would be really, really helpful. To let us know more about your process, you can think about using a series of pictures or screen captures to show us how you went about doing it in steps. For example, in this case here, we see a visual effects breakdown that shows computer graphics and the live footage as different elements. We also like to see self-initiated projects that are not part of your schoolworks, because we think that these projects truly represent who you are and truly show your creative idea. To know more about the details of portfolio preparation, you can visit this website here. School of Creative Media has a lot of collaborations with international institutions. One such collaboration is a joint degree program with Leuphana University in Germany. Students who join this program will spend 2 years studying here in SCM and the next 2 years in Germany. And in return, you get 2 degrees. You get 1 degree issued by City University and the second degree issued by Leuphana University. So if you're interested in experiencing what it's like to live in another country for 2 years, this would be a very good opportunity. Besides the joint degree program, City also provides a lot of international exposures to the students. Even we have over 400 institutional partners in 43 countries. Some students even find internships in other countries as well. So what career prospects will you have after you graduated from SCM? So here is a list of examples, but it's just the tip of an iceberg. There are so many possibilities. Some of our students even started out their own companies right after they graduate. Some have entered big animation studios such as Pixar and Industrial Light and Magic, being a technical director for various feature animated films. We have students who have entered the game industries, being game designers and programmers. Some have entered cultural institutions, being art administrators and curators. The possibilities are just endless. If you want to find out more details, you can always look up our admission office website or our general office website at SCM. Thank you for watching.